I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
Ever seen loyalty put to the ultimate test? What happens when officers face the toughest call of their careers? Let's dive in. On August 25th, 2022, an unexpected twist put the Zebulon police chief in trouble during a traffic stop by Molina, Georgia cops. The dark window tint and unregistered ghost tag made them suspicious. Instead of stopping, the chief turned on his emergency flashers, trying to dodge the situation. When the officers held their ground, he stopped in the middle of the road and stepped out to face the music.
What are you doing? Here, come here. You go out.
Say hello. Was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's the window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. Okay. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir. So
I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebulon.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me over.
Sir, I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebulon. Do you want to write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping. Well, for one, the window tint's dark.
I have blue lights in my car.
Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights in
Are
their
you
vehicles?
writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm conducting my investigation.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm just to leave.
Do you have your driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
Why are you
I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
11:11. I'm out here in Illinois.
just like anybody else. Okay? Thank you.
In a gutsy move that would get most of us arrested, the chief faces off with the officer. While his license is being checked and plates are run, he casually steps aside to call the other department's chief. Meanwhile, another officer carefully approaches the chief's car.
11, make sure you're recording.
Yeah. What?
She's about to bring your driver's license.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. First, when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're making sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay, I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you calm down for us, please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief, I'm trying to be respectful with you.
I understand that. I understand.
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand.
All right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you, the only
Okay.
thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were going to pull you. Actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up, okay?
Leave your thoughts below. Share your ideas on why they cut out the officer's reasons for the stop and let the guessing game start.
Like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officer with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is, get them for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay, well that's fine.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. Yes, very unprofessional.
In a strange turn of events, Zebulon and Molina share an emergency radio channel. After the Zebulon police chief's encounter with Molina officers, he reportedly cut the city off from their frequency as retaliation. Now, the town relies on Pike County Sheriff's Office channels. Ironically, the chief avoids a ticket, and this back and forth harms innocent citizens. It's a costly consequence for a leader seemingly above the law, adding to a toxic department culture, entitlement at its peak. On June 20th, 2023, a Georgia cop stopped stops a speeding Dodge Charger going way over the 35 miles per hour limit. As he walks up to the window, get ready for an unexpected surprise.
Really? License in the back. Yeah.
Get ready for a shock on June 20th, 2023, when a Georgia cop pulls over a speeder. At the wheel is Michael Yarrow, the chief deputy of the local PD. Definitely not who you'd expect. But the officer, staying professional, asks Yarrow for his license and registration, much to Yarrow's annoyance.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger. It belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
Without body cams, this stop might have taken a different turn. Interestingly, the officer isn't exactly fond of Yarrow and gives him a $500 speeding ticket. Handing your boss a big fine might be a fantasy for many, and it looks like this officer is living that fantasy.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it's must appear. Please slow down and have a safe day.
In Georgia, speeding fines depend on how much you exceed the limit. Go over 24 miles per hour and you're looking at a $500 fine. Yarrow was close to getting super speeder charges, but the officer mixed it up. No extra fee, but a mandatory court appearance. After the incident, Yarrow got hit with a 40-hour unpaid suspension. The boss gets more than just a ticket.
I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Okay.
When the very people in charge of law and order get involved in serious wrongdoings, they lose their status as protectors. Let's look at how officers have dealt with those who failed to uphold their duties. In November 2023, a security guard was accused of pulling over an off-duty NMSP captain. State police were called to help the captain, who reported the incident happening on Interstate 40.
How you doing, sir?
What's up?
Officer Galliano, State Police. Who are you with?
Teal.
Do you have your identification card and everything? I'm sorry to bother you, but...
This guy's been following me. And so
I know who it is.
Okay.
So I understand you were slowing traffic down on the highway?
No.
The security guard, Ronald Portillo, had the chance to cooperate with the police and sort things out, but he chose to ignore their requests and only made things harder for himself.
I'm not giving it. You have that.
Okay, well...
I'm in charge of this right now.
Okay. We're in charge of what?
I'm charged with this property and other properties.
Okay, and that's fine. But over there on the highway, where you lit up cars and you were using your car like a police car...
There's no proof.
Okay, hear me out. I'm investigating something, right? And if you refuse to give me your driver's license, I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Okay.
The guard ended up getting exactly what he asked for when he was arrested. Who would have thought things would go this far? The officers then continued with their investigation.
No. What is this, man? No.
Hey,
Knock it off. Knock it off. Let go. I haven't done anything wrong.
Don't, man.
stop pulling away. Stop pulling away.
Don't do it.
Knock it off.
Well, then why are you resisting?
Now you're resisting arrest. Now you're resisting. I asked for your driver's license. You refused.
Yes, sir. Because I didn't break the law.
Yes, sir.
No,
You did.
sir. I didn't.
Okay, well, I was investigating you breaking the law.
Okay, but that's still not breaking the law, right? How about if I lean against the unit?
You can sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a
But
unit.
if I just lean on a unit.
All right, back of the unit.
I have a bad back.
The officer asked the off-duty captain to explain everything that happened. They had no idea a surprising twist was about to happen.
So, whenever he was over there, and I was just like, I was sure, like, I didn't want to make him, like, obviously I was tailing him all the way around the building.
Yeah.
So he knew I was following him.
The captain informed the guard that he was an NMSP officer. However, the guard believed he had the authority to stop anyone, seeing himself as a law enforcement officer.
And that's whenever he rolled down the window, I told him, hey man, stop, whatever. And then, like, I told him, hey man, New Mexico State Police. That's whenever I identified myself, and he said, show me your badge. It's in my truck.
Yep.
I can't get it right now. Like, I'm letting you know verbally, I am New Mexico State Police. Go and stop. And he said, I don't care. And that's whenever I stepped in front of his car.
Yeah.
And he goes to start backing up. I almost went in the hole.
Yeah.
He goes to continue to back up. I told him, just stop. I have state police officers on the way. They're coming right now. And he refused. But the biggest issue is, like, and that was his whole thing. I'm on private property. The interstate wasn't private property.
You did that on private, or on a state highway.
And that's where I kept telling him. And he referred to, and he said he owns this. Like, dude, I don't care. Like, that was the interstate. So traffic's backed up. He's causing me to back up because he's staying in the left-hand lane right at like 64, 65-ish. And I go to pass him on the right. As soon as I go to pass him, he turns on all of his lights. And that's whenever I see for the first time the blue lights in his front visor. And then, so my initial reaction, because I was like, bumper to bumper pretty much, back bumper to front bumper, is I hit my brakes and go to pull over. But as soon as I do that, he shuts them all off.
The captain's revelation shocked the officer as he followed the guard. If you think it ended there, you're mistaken, because he decided to do something terrible.
He realized I was staying behind him, and there was, you can't even say I was tailgating him, because there was a black vehicle in between us, and he hits the lights again. Like, and that's whenever I see the red lights in the back. And then he turns them off. Like, multiple times, he's just like using his lights as like back away from me type of thing, like we do.
Yeah.
So he started following me and started getting close. I asked him to show his ID. He refused to show his ID. So I started backing up. I don't know what his problem is, but he followed me, he tailgated me.
The officers were trying to figure out why the guard kept flashing his lights and attempted to pull the captain over.
So when he started coming up towards me, then I went towards him and saw what the problem is, because you didn't know. He didn't identify himself. He didn't show his badge. He's shaking. That was it. Nothing more. I had nothing to worry about. So I backed up. And so when you guys stopped me, I didn't do shit wrong. It's just that when you ask for my ID, I haven't done anything wrong.
So when I got to your right front headlight, you turned on your lights and tried to stop me. Okay, that's how I felt. That's why I immediately why I immediately moved to the right, and then you shut them off. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Number one, dude doesn't have a license plate, and now he's turning his lights on at me. That's why I contacted the on-duty officer.
The on-duty.
Okay. So, and then you continue to do this little evasive thing.
There's no evasive. I'm not being evasive. This is my patrol.
Your presence here, the way you're dressed, your vehicle, all of that, on private property, just like you said. You own this property, this private property.
Right.
Cool. Absolutely valid. Again, going back to the interstate, why did you turn on your lights on me?
I didn't turn on your lights on you.
You turned on your blue front lights. Whenever I went to your right front.
I didn't.
How did I know they were blue?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
There's shit all in there, so I don't know. If I did, I didn't know. Coming on by me bending. So you know what? I'm not playing. I'm not playing any game. I'm not playing any game.
That's exactly.
I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie at all. Just wouldn't lie. I have no reason to lie. I have nothing to lose. I'm not trying to put integrity. I have integrity. So you want me just to say, own up, to say,
I want you to be honest. Because this crap about accidentally, like I hit him, bro, I've been doing this for 22 years, man. 22 years. So the whole thing of I accidentally turned on my lights, it doesn't apply. And whenever you try and associate it to a mic that you can hit with your chin, like, it's silly. Because I've hit my mic, okay?
Yeah.
I've hit my mic a million different times.
No.
But
okay, go ahead.
That's completely different from whenever you reach down with your hand. It's probably on your console someplace down here. Where's your red light?
It's in the center. It's next to where my cup is.
Okay. So for the fact that you turn them on at the exact time that I get to the right front to pass you and make me believe that with that positioning, you're stopping me, and then all of a sudden they turn off whenever I go to pull over, I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So
Two completely different things.
Yes.
One, you're impersonating a police officer.
Yes.
One, you're not.
Yes.
Okay? So that's your reason to lie. And it's okay. Like,
It's not okay.
You can continue to do it. It's just part of our job. We deal with people all the time that choose to take
Right.
this position, whether it's this one or this one,
Right.
okay, and kind of cross that line. Do I understand it? Are you trying to control the flow of traffic just like you're trying to control crime here? I understand it, but you don't have the legal authority to do it as a
I do not.
So
Period.
that is why you understand that and why you would lie. But like I said, how all this plays out in the long term is determined by your actions, your statements, everything like that. And you can admit it, we can deal with it, like move on, or you can continue to play this little game of accident low, cup hit it, and whatever.
Honestly,
but it's okay.
I'm not trying to play a game. If you want me to admit it, then I'll admit it.
I want you to.
I'm telling you
the truth.
I am speaking the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I have no questions, sir.
Okay, do you have
Afterward, the officer spoke with the guard to get the story straight from him, asking why he didn't show his driver's license and why he resisted arrest.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because when I ask for your ID, typically we want your driver's license, right? I understand you gave me your property ID. We need your driver's license. It has the numbers on there so we can identify you.
Right.
I don't know what the point was in refusing or asking me to detain you in lieu of doing that, but just so you know, I can charge you for that if I choose to.
Okay.
Secondly, the pulling away from us as we're trying to detain you, you know what that's called? It's called resisting arrest. I don't know why you would think to do that. I don't know why you would think to get in more trouble. You know what I mean? Next time law enforcement comes up to you.
Honestly, it was probably just out of a habit.
Another twist occurred when the officer asked about the license plate, but the guard couldn't provide one since the vehicle wasn't his.
For resisting or concealing ID. However, we are charging you for impersonating a police officer. We're going to write you a citation. There's going to be a report. You have a court date, all that stuff. Officer Powers getting that ready for you right now. He'll bring it to you and he'll explain it to you in a minute. It is a full misdemeanor, just so you're aware.
Finally, the officer gave Portillo, the security guard, a misdemeanor citation for impersonating a captain. He was charged with pretending to be a police officer, but wasn't charged with resisting arrest or hiding his ID. He pleaded not guilty, and the case is still ongoing. Impersonating an officer is a serious offense.
Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
On March 14th, 2024, a Miami Gardens police officer was on his usual patrol when he saw a car weaving between lanes and driving recklessly. He quickly pulled it over and was shocked to discover who was driving.
Huh?
I was trying to get my friend to go home.
Come out the car.
Me?
Come out the car.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Come to the back of the car. Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
I have a friend with me.
Hey, Gomez, you on?
The driver was none other than Miami Gardens Police Sergeant Andrea Smith. Her shaky movements and slurred speech made it obvious she was drunk and well over the limit.
We're gonna be performing some field sobriety testing today, okay? Are you willing to take these tests?
Absolutely.
Are you wearing any contacts?
No.
No? Okay, so what about your shoes? Would you like to take your shoes off? No. Okay. So we're gonna come over here.
The officer started a field sobriety test, but quickly stopped and called another department to do it to avoid any possible bias.
Sobriety test, you start a sobriety test because they already told you not to?
Yes, they advised me that Miramar is coming to take over.
Okay.
I mean, it started and now...
So in the middle of the sobriety test, it told you no, right?
Yeah, he told me to stop. My sergeant told me to stop. So.
Conflict of interest?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. He told me to stop, and I'm just advising you that Miramar is coming to take over.
Okay.
All right?
No problem.
All right.
Where's your license on? Yeah, the female. Is it in your purse?
No. Just put it in the car and we'll fucking...
Somebody you want to give your jewelry and stuff? Who is she? The sergeant just asked you.
Deal. I don't know if I got my license. I got my number for you.
While waiting for the other officers to arrive, the cops stood by. When the other officers got there, they conducted the field sobriety tests, which Andrea failed.
Holloway. So she refused everything? Okay.
I didn't ask her for the breath test yet.
Okay.
But she probably gonna refuse that as well.
Yeah, she refused. Someone said over here that you were shaking.
316?
Listen. I'll tell you that.
The cops arrested her and took her to the police station. She was jailed for 2 traffic citations and later fired by the Miami Gardens Police Department.